Zeke, how hard was it just to get ready to play today, considering what happened over the last couple of days?
It was tough. It's been definitely a rough couple of days. And yeah.
Obviously, you guys canceled that practice Tuesday, and then you practiced Wednesday. What was I know you guys have to try to, the show must go on. How hard was it just to even come to the stadium today, just to play a game of such importance?
It was definitely an emotional week for everyone. Like I said, Marcus had such a big role in all of our lives, and every day he's the one leading the stretch. And so, we're lining up for practice, getting ready to stretch, and you get that reminder that he's not here with us anymore. And it definitely is tough, and we just gotta lean on each other and help each other get through this tough time.
As for the game, how hard is it to get going offensively at times?
Say it again, I'm sorry?
As for this game, how hard was it just to get going offensively today?
Yeah, it was definitely a little tough getting going. You got to execute better, execute the game plan better, be better situationally, and convert third down so we can, keep our defense off the field and give them a rest. We just got to build on it.
How tough is that first possession? You lose your left tackle, and then obviously you lose Zach. Is your head spinning when you see those guys go down?
Yeah, definitely. It sucks, but we're pro football players. This is pro football, and we got to have the next man up mentality, and we got to go play with what we have. And I think we were we had ourselves in a good situation in this game. We just got to figure out in the second half just the way to close it and just play better.
Cowboys held to just 60 rushing yards in this matchup, and Ezekiel Elliot in 2 games this season against Washington, 22 carries for just 77 yards. That's underneath 3.5 yards per carry. He has not scored in either game.
Play broke down.
Well, it's definitely a big play opportunity is the way you view it. There's certain things you look for tendency-wise on when and where, But it's obviously we didn't execute it, and as those things go, obviously it's ultimately my responsibility when, particularly a play like that doesn't work. But we're trying to generate a big play at that point in the game. Prior, the information that you look for going into it, it was a solid call.
Mike, what is the last couple 24 to 48 hours been like for this team?
I think stating the obvious, extremely difficult. Obviously with the passing of Marcus Paul, it was, a lot of heavy hearts, but I can't say enough about our football team, about our players, the way they came out, started the game, and, we had a number of adverse things to deal with throughout the game. We just, we didn't get it going to where we wanted to get it going in the second half, but you find out a lot about people in these times, and I can't tell you how proud I am as this football team. But yes, it's a week that I don't think any of us will ever forget.
Mike, can you also talk? There was that point in the late in the first half where you had the 4th and 1. A little bit less than 4th and 1, and the call there to throw the ball downfield, and what happened?
It was a clean matchup. Obviously, had one-on-one on the perimeter, and obviously the result wasn't what we were looking for. I think everybody's seen what happened on the play, but it's those are plays that you look to create opportunities, and it was a good play call, and we had one-on-one on the outside, and we just didn't convert.
Plenty of questions surrounding the play calling from Mike McCarthy and his staff following the 41-16 loss. But guys, if we listen to Mike McCarthy there, of course, there's still heavy hearts around this Cowboys franchise. And normally that would maybe lead to a slow start. It wasn't the slow start. It was the way they finished in this game that really set them back.
Yeah, and I just want to touch on some of the things Coach, referred to. Obviously, we all understand the heavy hearts, and there's no question about that. He was one of my former coaches as well, so I understand that. That's going to weigh on you. But as guys go out there and they do their job, you heard him allude to the fact that they came out of the first half and they took care of business. We all agree with that. They did that. They had some adversity that you heard Coach refer to in terms of their injuries at the tackle position. All right, we understand that situation. But now we get into the second half, and we're in a competitive ball game. The fake punt, he said, was a solid call. I disagree. That's not a solid call in that situation. You don't allow your team to be in a successful position. The 4th and inches pass, I disagree with that call as well. Yes, you do have one-on-one, and you believe that your guy can beat their guy. That's cool, but what's the probability of your quarterback getting the ball and delivering a good ball to a guy who has man-to-man coverage all over him versus giving it back to your guy who's building confidence in the backfield by the name of Ezekiel Elliot? Give him the rock, get 4th and inches, instill confidence in that offensive line that's now playing that you trust them.
Yeah, I mean, look, football is a 60-minute game. And, contrary to belief, you usually win that game or lose that game off of a couple plays, 3 or 4 plays. And to me, I have 2 that are just head scratchings right now. I mean, one is that fake punt that you pull on your side of the 50-yard line, which I just don't understand it. And then the 4th and 1. You had a 4th and inches. It wasn't even 1 yard, full yard. It was 4th and inches. I mean, you have one of the best backs in the game in Ezekiel Elliott. He's a power back. He is a horse back there. You paid him $90 million. This guy can get you inches. And if not that, quarterback sneaking with Andy Dalton. We saw that when they did the 4th and 1. Andy Dalton snuck it for the first down. But you decide to drop back and pass it. It's just perplexing to me. And overall, it's a head scratcher. And now we wonder why, this team has been so up and down and been on a roller coaster ride. It's just it starts up top. And the decisions that the coaches are making, this one ended up losing the game for the boys.
This was bottom line of black and blue football game. And Washington was willing to get ugly with it, and we should have been willing to get ugly with it. At no point we was 4 points within. At no point we had to do any trickery. We didn't have to. We got one of the best backs, I think, in the league, Ezekiel Elliott. You got a quarterback sneak, as Barry Church said. It is nowhere in the world that you have an interception. But you know what, Zeke, you got to quit fumbling. You cost your team some points, my man. It's time for everybody to get black and blue, get ugly.